My dad just caught the camera like Tobey
Is that
Maguire
the cut?
and Peter Parker. Yeah, that's him letting us know it's game time. But the truth is, it was game time the day we woke up. Welcome back, folks. Another day on the podcast. Thank you for tuning in. Today we have the lovely, stunning, magnificent Liyah London, lavish Liyah London in the house.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for letting us have you. And
I'm
thank
so
you for
excited.
honoring us with your time here. Because to my understanding, you don't even live in Miami anymore.
No, I don't.
Wow. And you're living where now?
New York.
Nice. What part?
Manhattan.
New York.
Right?
Sorry. Okay. Oh, that's really cool. So, and you came doing your things. Every time you come down to Miami, you told me you kind of make it a habit to kind of make sure you're doing something. There's a reason. There's a purpose behind
Yes.
it, because there's always going to be fun when you come down to Miami.
Right?
Yeah. And then Liyah, here on the Heir Cast, we start with the important questions because the fans, the people, the world, the Air Force, everybody wants to know.
Okay.
Have you ever been to London?
No.
No, not yet.
I think I'm going this year.
Nice. Okay. For any special reason, any special celebration?
Yeah, I think I'm going for a Liverpool soccer game.
Nice. I thought you were gonna say a liver, like a dish. Like
No.
I was gonna say you eat liver. That's crazy. It's really healthy for you.
No.
So you're gonna go for a Liverpool soccer game. You like soccer?
Yes, my dad played professional soccer.
Nice. Okay. And Dad is where did he play for?
South Africa.
Wow. And you guys are originally from South Africa, right?
Yes, I was born there. My
Born there.
family was
Moved when you were 1 year old, correct?
Yes.
Amazing. And you've gone back multiple times since?
Yes, I have.
Wow. So what can you tell me? Like, what's the biggest differences between like culture here and culture out there? Miami specifically, and like culture in South Africa.
You know, I think there's a more diverse group over there, but I feel like there's always going to be that division no matter where you are. Like, it's the nature of the beast, right? And so I was born there, and you know, the last time I was back was I went on tour with Pitbull.
Nice. Okay, cool. Yeah, I've seen pictures with you guys together, right?
Yeah. So my record had charted in 54 different countries, which was super cool. And it was really amazing because both my grandmothers got to see me perform.
Wow.
Before they passed, which is really cool.
Rest in peace. That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
So,
okay, and which was the record that charted at the time?
Raise 'Em High.
Raise 'Em High. Okay, cool.
Yes.
Yes, nice. And there's a video still out there for that, right?
Yes,
is it?
there
okay,
is.
Cool. Nice. All right, and then so originally, speaking of that video, at that time you were Liyah Music, right?
I was just Liyah.
Just Liyah.
Yes.
Cool. And what inspired the transition, like the rebrand? And
Well, the rebranding came because, you know, I was stuck in like some poor management situations, and my music had been pulled down from streaming sites out of spite, and you know, we're just keeping it transparent, and I just needed that rebranding. I needed to do Liyah London.
Wow. And have you ever thought of like I guess pulling a Taylor Swift now, where she like re-recorded her songs to re-drop them? Would you be interested in doing something like that?
I have, but I don't think it's that deep. Nobody owns my masters, thank God.
Oh, okay. So they kind of just the process of taking it down the streaming platforms, because you could easily put it back up. Like
yeah, but at this point, it doesn't even matter.
Don't even want to go back to that. I want to go move forward with it.
Move forward, exactly.
That's cool. I feel that as an artist too. Like, you know, sometimes you want to just hide, like, you know, archive all your old stuff, all your old Instagram posts, and like, yeah, I used to do that, and then my old Instagram got taken down, and then now I have a new Instagram. I just kind of keep everything, because I'm not gonna lie. One thing that I remind myself of a lot is the Migos. I followed them like right before Drake found them, and I see them to now that they're not together, and like I really appreciated the growth. Like, I remember when I first found them, they were sharing a chain, and like they would do a music video, and like only the person that was rapping would be wearing the same chain, and like the other guys would be in the background with no chain, and then like that grew up into them, you know, all having their own situation. So I just think as you know, the audience, you know, maybe sometimes people do kind of appreciate like the growth. It's cool like that too, and
that's how I feel as an artist, that there is so much growth there from Liyah into Liyah London, you know, and I'm really proud of that.
And what made you pick London? Is there...
I mean, that's just me.
It's swaggy. I like it.
Yeah.
It's cool. It's very catchy. It's very catchy. And then, and did you ever play soccer?
Oh my God. So when I was younger, I did. And geez, like, this is the funny story. So my dad, he signed me up, and the coach was like, oh my God, we're going to start her, right? And they started me, and I was the worst player. Like, I would just stand there, twirl my hair, pull my socks up. I let every ball go by me. I was like not interested.
They're
at
like,
all.
isn't her that professional? What's going on here?
Yeah, the worst. But I did learn from him as I became like a runner, a sprinter.
Oh, nice. So you were more interested in running, and that's cool. That's
Yeah.
cool. Okay, and like, do you run now? Are you like still running?
No, I don't run.
Not as much. Okay,
No,
cool.
no.
And so when you would run and sprint, are you doing like cross country or just like track?
No, just to train.
Just training, just
Yeah.
straight up training.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. And like, what kind of like, what's the intervals that you guys would like train? Do you remember? Are you doing like hills? Or are you just like?
Oh, at times we were running up and down like stadiums.
Oh, like the stairs. Okay, yeah, the stands, nice.
And around a track. I personally didn't like long distance, but my thing is like short sprinting.
Nice, yeah.
I
Cool.
can't.
Long distance is tough.
Yeah, it's not. I can't do that anymore. But I still train heavily.
What are you doing now?
I do low impact stuff.
Okay.
That's better for me. I recently was injured, and I tore every ligament in my left knee.
Oh my God, what happened?
I was performing at a dive bar here in South Florida, and unfortunately they didn't have a stage, so I slipped and I fell and I tore every ligament in my left knee. I needed my right hip replaced.
Wow.
So yeah, I keep it low impact now.
For the love of the game, for the love of the art, for the
Yeah.
love of the performance.
Yes.
Jesus, that's incredible.
Yeah.
Okay, and then perfect segue to bars and restaurants and tables. What's your go-to Cheesecake Factory order?
Oh my God, shrimp scampi.
Shrimp scampi, nice.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
But I do it with instead of pasta, I do the mashed potatoes.
Nice, the mashed potatoes. Okay,
Yeah.
Their menu's so crazy. It's so big.
It's so big. It's
Yeah.
overwhelming. Like I never know. But I always go. That's my go-to.
I saw you were interested, so I wanted to get some, advice.
Yeah, and I love the bread.
And then, do you have a favorite Sex and the City character that's not Carrie? Because I know Carrie's kind of like.
Oh my God, you can't ask me that. That's one of my favorite shows.
You're Liyah London. We're supposed to know that.
God, they're all so unique in themselves. I mean, you can't even ask me a favorite episode. I've rewatched it all. I own it all on DVD. I own the collection.
Wow,
so,
the DVDs.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I mean, that is an iconic show for a reason.
Yeah.
I mean, but every character has, their place, right?
What do you like about the characters? Can you give me one thing about them?
So I feel like Samantha's so edgy, but she's so caring. And then Charlotte, she's just always so like, the good girl.
Charlotte's black hair or the red hair? The redhead.
The black
The black hair one. Okay, cool.
She's
cool,
very
cool.
pretty.
Yeah, she's pretty. She's very like momish, like very like.
Yeah, she wants
Karen
to
almost.
be on, Park Avenue, the Upper East Side.
Yeah.
And which is my favorite part of New York, by the way. And then Miranda's like the lawyer that everything's.
Miranda's redhead?
Yeah,
Yes.
she's so strategic. And Carrie, I just feel like balances everyone like out. And yeah, I mean, New York City's like my favorite place, but yeah, the Upper East Side is definitely.
This is very. This is very.
She is. She just doesn't give a shit.
This is very misogynist to me, but can we rank them? Can we rank the Sex and the City girls? Can we put them from top to bottom?
Oh my God. What's the highest?
Well, one I guess would be the top. So Carrie, I guess, is one because she's the main character. Everybody always gives Carrie one.
Carrie's just the shit. Her fashion sense. But you know what?
Is that your one though?
Well, Patricia Field, who I'm like a big fan of, was the stylist of the show, and I've shopped at her boutique many, many times, and I have so many cool pieces from her. But I mean, they all are just so important. I feel like they all make the show go around.
I love it. Yeah. I actually think the one. I think Sex and the City. I actually don't think Carrie. I think Samantha.
A lot of people do, but like Carrie's really the backbone.
Yeah, because it follows her essentially. Her whole
Yes.
storyline and things like that. But yeah.
But it follows all of them, and they all have their
intertwine, right.
pivotal ups and downs, where they all have their hardships. And
Is it always from Carrie's POV though?
yes, and just like that, that's how it came about.
Right. Yeah. That's cool. That makes a lot of sense.
Sex
Okay.
and
Yeah.
the City is her column in the paper.
Oh,
In the
that's
paper,
sorry.
yes.
That's what it is. That's also that's what it is. She's a
But
writer.
she would always say,
That's where the
just
name
like
comes.
that, in the paper. So that's where the sequel or I guess.
She narrates the show, right? Isn't she narrating the show when the
Yes.
show starts? Okay, I gotta watch it. I would see it when I was a kid, so I'm not really like
No,
100%
no, it's
invested.
iconic.
No. Yeah, I gotta do it.
And they make New York City, which they don't even have to do much work because it's the best. It's the best city in the world.
It is, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Miami's the best.
Well, yeah. That's how it's subjective. Let her
It's
say.
subjective, yeah.
She's from New York. Let her say. that.
I love it.
She's our guest, even though she's wrong. So, what's your absolute like earliest memory of music?
Oh my God. When I want to say I was like 3 or 4, and I was just singing Mariah Carey.
Mariah Carey. Wow. Do you remember what songs?
Well, my mom had always listened to her first album. I think it was just self-titled. And I fell in love with a record called Someday. And I just always sang that.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Mariah Carey was a big part of my childhood too.
But
I
I
can relate
mean,
to that.
You know, if we go back, my mother, when she was pregnant with me, whenever she'd be around music, her tummy would like bounce, and they thought like, oh, we're gonna have a soccer player, but really it was just me dancing.
You were gonna have a dancer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. So
Yeah.
and so they have memories of you dancing in the belly.
Yeah.
Hey, surprise, surprise! You didn't want to play soccer with your legs. but you
No,
did that.
no.
That's it.
Same with him.
Oh yeah, and the
Oh,
belly
same
thing
with
like
him?
that. Yeah.
When he was in his mother's belly, I used to put that headphones. I had my turntable set up right next to the bed. I used to put the headphones on her belly, and he'd start moving around.
So cool. So we
Hip-hop
have something in common.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know how I moved around. I was huge as a baby. I barely had space in there.
I was tiny.
And do you have any favorite Selena songs? I know you bring up Selena.
Oh my God, she's just my favorite.
Yeah, you've done Halloween costumes, is her right?
Oh my God,
Multiple or one?
I was the OG that did it before it became like a fad.
Yeah, now it is a big thing, huh? But you've been doing it.
She is just like my number one. Like she was just so iconic. She was just raw talent and like nothing.
And talking about fashion too, her outfits are just killer too. That's kind of why
she broke
a lot of people do
barriers,
it,
and
yeah.
I think she like set the stage for a lot of these artists today. Like where she made it. You know what I mean? Like she created like an iconic fashion sense, and she was so iconic with her red lips. Like, oh my God, she's my favorite.
That's awesome. Do you have a favorite record from her?
Oh my God, I love every song she sings.
She's just a
I
top.
do.
She's a top. Okay, that's awesome. Okay, and then like so. How long does 3 or 4 is your first earliest memory of music? How long does it take you to start making music actually?
So I think when I was 13, I started recording a demo, and you know it's always awkward, right? Your first recording, but I was lucky enough to have success where DJ Kid Capri was spinning my vinyl.
Wow.
Yeah, when I was 14, and thank you. My dad was in the club, right, and he's there and his friends and Kid Capri spinning, and they were like, oh, like, why does this song sound so familiar? Like, oh, that's Liyah. So he goes up to him and he's like, that's my daughter. She's like, where is she? She's like, at home sleeping. She's young.
Being a good girl, yeah.
Yeah, so that was cool.
That's awesome. So Dad connects the dots with Kid Capri and gets the record in there, or
No, we actually have.
Dad was in the club and he just
yeah,
heard it.
we actually have no
got it.
idea how he got the vinyl.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's incredible. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. And so
Organic, that's
organic.
right.
Yeah, organic. And then so talk to me about your music, because the stuff I've heard, it's like it's almost a balance where you're rapping and singing. Do you rap first or do you sing first?
No, so I've always been a natural born singer, and then I obviously trained, and singing was always it for me. And then as of lately, like I teamed up with a rapper named Mims, you know, who's a very close friend of mine.
This is why I'm hot.
Yeah.
Legendary.
Yeah, I think it was his birthday yesterday. Happy birthday, Mims. But so he put together a team of, you know, writers, producers, whatever, and we got in the studio, and I didn't know what was going to happen. I was unsure, you know, and I was just like, I have to trust the process, right?
Definitely.
And I made 30 rap records.
Wow, 30 just rapping?
Yes.
Okay.
And it was so exhilarating. I love it. I mean, I can do both.
Yeah.
I can't decipher which I like more. It's like my mood.
So right now, mentally, when you're writing music, are you thinking immediately melodically for like harmonies for singing, or are you looking like where the rapping goes, or like how does your mind work with
Well,
that?
I guess it's a little bit of both because sometimes I do both, where I'll sing and I'll,
Right.
harmonize and then I'll rap the verses. So it's a little bit of both. I can't let them go. Like, I can't let my singing go. Like, I just love it all.
Yeah, it's almost like I kind of, I guess people that speak both languages, essentially you think in one language though.
Right.
So it's kind of like with music, like, like I'm finding myself now challenging myself to do the reverse, where instead of rapping on everything, I'm trying to sing on things and find the melodies and the choruses
Right.
on things now. And that's not where my mind's going first. So I'm
Right.
curious
No,
how it's how
for
yours.
me, I mean, I just have such a love and a passion for singing. I mean, and just I've always had a passion for hip hop, so it came natural. So it was a no brainer for me.
Wow. So Mariah Carey's like pop. What's one of the first hip hop records or people you listen to, artists?
I want to say, my sister had this party, and I did karaoke to, what is it called? Nate Dogg and Warren G. Regulate.
Wow, that's crazy. Wow.
Yeah.
RP Nate Dogg.
The east side on the
Exactly.
And then, so that's one of the earliest songs you remember,
Well, actually, no. I did
because you're like
when I was very young. Like, my parents were very influential on music, on us, and so I do remember Rapper's Delight.
oh really?
Yeah.
Wow, so that's really that's
Yeah,
the one of the
yeah.
first ones, and that's cool. Wow, and then eventually you're getting to a point where you can memorize songs and do karaoke and do Nate Dogg and Warren G.
And I was like this big too.
You did both of their parts?
Oh yeah.
Wow. You give me very Tumblr girl vibes. I love it. The eras and the phases is cool.
It's just like I just had like such a diverse background of music, and I'm always so grateful because my parents, they'd always taken me to Earth, Wind, and Fire concerts.
Wow.
And I remember one day, Cool and the Gang. One day, they were calling my pops, right, and they're like, "This is Amir Bayan from Cool and the Gang," and my dad hangs up on them. And they're like, no, he calls back, like, this is for real. And my dad hangs up on them again. I'm like, Dad, why would somebody be pranking you with this? Maybe it's them. So it turns out it was them. They were in Africa and they heard me and they were like, who is she? And so it was literally them, and we're great friends with them. I performed at Robert Cool Bell's 50th birthday, and I'm very close with Amir Bayan, who's the youngest brother, and yeah, like we have a very close-knit relationship, and it was really them.
Wow. So you've been in music since day one,
Yeah.
since before day one. Was there ever a time that you saw yourself doing something besides music?
No.
Always been music.
No.
And if there was another universe, do you think you'd be doing, what would be something you'd be doing if not music in an alternate universe?
I think if I wasn't doing music, I'd be a lawyer.
A lawyer?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. What kind of lawyer?
I'd probably do personal injury.
Personal injury. What makes you say that?
Because I feel like people need to be advocated for.
In personal injury and with law and things that...
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, that's very specific, to be honest.
Yeah.
What makes you say that?
I've just had my fair share of being in the justice system, and, I've gone to trial, and I could just see how unfairly and poorly people can be treated for different things, and it's really heartbreaking. So I think if I could do anything, it would be that, to advocate for people.
That's awesome. That's very powerful.
Thank you.
And what's beautiful about what you're doing, creating content and art, is that you create followings and masses, and then eventually you have platforms to still do things like that down the line, and eventually once we have the power and the means to do so. That's really powerful. And I know you modeled before in the past as well too.
Yeah, when I was really young.
Okay, cool. Is there like did you ever have like an overlapping with like the I guess the things you'd apply to modeling with you'd apply with like making music?
No, I've always just been a performer.
Just always performing.
Yeah.
Always. Okay, cool, nice. And then so nowadays it's the music, and then how about the animations? Because you're also
Oh yeah,
in
this
animating?
is so cool. I'm so excited because I created this amazing animation for children, and it's about kindness, friendship, teamwork, being brave, standing up to bullies, and it's something I'm extremely proud of right now, and it's gonna be huge.
Nice. Okay, and then so this is not Liyah and the Kearneys, right? And this
Oh no,
this is after that inspired
Yeah.
what got us here. So let's talk
Well,
about that a little bit. Who are the Kearneys? What are the Kearneys?
Well, prior to that, we could start before that. I had written a sitcom. Like, I'm very good with writing sitcoms and stuff. And, I got caught up in my music and I never pursued that. And then a few years back, I had met with this team in LA where they were doing, they kind of wanted to remake the California Raisins, which I didn't know what that was, and I had to look it up. And so there were these popcorn kernels where they wanted to be, in a band. And so they made Liyah and the Kearneys, and I wrote a bunch of different episodes, and I, wrote records for it, and the deal fell through, which in South Africa they were wanting to pick it up, and the deal fell through because the animators fell apart. So I was just like, whatever, and then I did get re-inspired this past year, and I think that this is going to be one of my most iconic and best projects to date.
And what are kind of the themes you're exploring with this new project?
It's just about, friendship, like I said, and it's always a lesson, but there's so much fun and, so many jokes in it. And what's really unique and cool about what we're doing is there's a really diverse group of animals. You know what I mean?
Nice. So it's gonna be like anthropic animals that are like talking to each other with personalities and stuff like that. Cool.
And so it's so cool because you have Paw Patrol, it's all dogs, or you have Bluey, which is like the biggest thing, it's all dogs, but we have a really cool diverse group of animals. Yeah, and I think that what makes it even cooler is that they look so cute.
Oh, really? Okay, so you're already getting final visuals and everything.
Yes.
The name? Is there a name for the new project? Can we say it yet?
I can't reveal it,
Oh,
but
okay,
soon
cool.
I
So
will. I'm going to do
coming
a follow-up with you.
Yeah, coming soon on the
Okay,
next
yeah.
episode, guys.
Yeah, because I'm excited. I want to do a follow-up with you because it's going to be so exciting.
Okay, yeah, absolutely, cool. And then, so is there going to be music that's going hand in hand with this?
Yes. So we've recorded the theme song. We have recorded. It's not going to be a musical, but every episode is going to have a piece of a song that's going to be based off the lesson.
Nice. Yeah, that makes sense.
So it's super cool.
Awesome. And then that's a great way to, channel, the creative juices and flows because
it's so fun.
It helps the music and helps everything else. That's really cool.
It's so fun. I have an amazing team of people. I've handpicked everyone. I have my amazing co-writer. Her name is Taylor. And then the musical director is a longtime friend that's incredible musician. His name is AJ Nilo. And we have Richard Estimate. And then I purposefully picked the characters. I handpicked everyone because I knew that this was going to be...
The voice actors for the characters?
Yes.
Nice. Are you going to be playing characters?
I am going to be playing one.
Awesome. Okay.
Yeah, and so everybody that I put together is, I tailor picked them.
Can we know what animal you're going to play? That's too much.
Okay, fine, a guinea pig.
A guinea pig. Nice. I love it. That's awesome.
Yeah, so...
Cool. Okay. I can't wait to learn more about this. I'm so intrigued.
No, it's going to be cool.
Awesome. All right. And then it's so I know you're going to make music for the project and album. Do you have any like creative goals outside of this musically for this year?
Oh, yeah. I've recently connected with Wendy Day.
Wendy Day, the GOAT.
Yeah, she is. And I've had amazing conversations with her. So my goal for this year, 2025, is to be teamed up with Wendy Day.
Nice.
And working on my project, yes.
Working on a new project specifically with her.
That's a big goal.
Yeah, she's amazing. She is.
That's
so
good.
I'm excited. She's so kind. She's amazing. I bonded with her like instantly. It was incredible.
Shout out to the Rap Coalition.
Yeah, shout out to Wendy Day.
Wendy Day, the GOAT.
Yes.
She's the one that got Cash Money, the $30 million deal.
Yep.
Oh wow,
Wendy
that's
Day's
true.
the OG.
That's Wendy.
Was instrumental in getting Paul and Eminem over there with Jimmy.
Mhm. Yep.
That's crazy. So huge game changer.
Yeah, I mean, we've had numerous conversations, and like I said, like the second we talked, we instantly bonded, which is really cool, and that's my goal for my music this year.
Nice, absolutely. Okay, and then let me adjust. Sorry, thank you, Pop.
Let me adjust too.
No, you're good. She's good, right? She's good. Nah. And then, so any ideas for your Halloween costumes for this year? You've done Selena in the
Oh my
past.
God. Okay, so have you guys seen all my Halloween costumes?
I've seen a couple. I've seen the Selena. I've seen
Did you see me and my dog do Clueless? Because that was solid.
We're gonna drop it right here.
And
okay.
then, did you see my Kris Jenner?
Oh, I think so. We're gonna put it right here too.
Yeah, Kris Jenner. And then I did Janet.
And
I did Wednesday.
I saw the Wednesday.
Okay.
I saw the Wednesday.
And then I did this past year I did Lil Kim.
Oh yes, I saw that. You did
Okay.
multiple Lil Kims, right?
Yeah, I had to do the Crush on You video.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, okay.
And then so I think this year I'm thinking of Tina Turner.
Wow, that's
I
iconic.
take Halloween very seriously,
I
as
could
you can
tell.
see.
Jeez. And what's like one of the earliest Halloween costumes you remember?
Oh my God.
When did it become a
Okay.
thing for you?
So when I was super young, my parents took me to New York City, and I don't know what it was. I had this obsession with Statue of Liberty, right? And every time I would leave, I would cry because I thought she was a real person. So I was like, oh my God, I can't leave her. And then
That's crazy.
my grandpa made me a Statue of Liberty custom. And I remember walking the Dadeland Mall, trick-or-treating, and everyone was complimenting me, so.
Wow, the Statue of Liberty. She was
Yeah.
like, it's me, I'm the person.
It's me.
They didn't leave me. Wow, that's cool. That's very sympathetic. You know, that's very.
I didn't know.
Yeah, of course, but like just you see people.
I just loved her.
Poor person. Yeah, French girl. They want to give him back. No, they want.
I know, it's
back. That's pretty crazy. Huh? Have you been inside of it
Oh my God, yeah, that's the whole story because they don't let people go into the crown anymore.
You went to the crown?
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's cool. I've never
Yeah,
been to New York.
I made my parents, and it's flights and flights of stairs, and I was like, carry me, I'm so tired, I can't walk.
Wow, it's flights. They don't have an elevator.
No. You got to walk up flights, and then like the window's like this big, and then it's super funny because once you get there, there's like a line of people, so you just got to keep it moving. Like you don't even get too much long. You're like, you look at, okay, it's done.
Wow, that's so anticlimactic. That's crazy.
Yeah, but so I mean, it's cool that I can say I've done it, but I mean.
And you walk down the same stairs, or they have going downstairs? They have going upstairs and going downstairs.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I still was carried.
Wow. Your dad or mom must be strong legs.
I was little, so.
Still.
Right.
It's hard. Okay, and then so speaking of New York, what are some travel tips and advice for somebody going to New York who's never been?
Oh man. Well, you can't ask me.
Why not? I just did.
I'm just kidding. So, I feel like travel tips is you cannot. First of all, it's the greatest city in the world, and the food is impeccable. But people think that they can go and see it all in a weekend, and you can't.
Way too big. Yeah.
There's absolutely no way that you can go from like Midtown to downtown to the Upper East Side to the West Village, Chinatown. Like it's impossible.
What part? That's what I'm saying. Every time I hear New York, it's like different parts. So it's like you gotta go.
My
to
favorite
specific
parts is the Upper East Side and the West Village.
What's in the Upper East Side and the West Village exactly?
I don't know. I just love being in Central Park.
Okay, Central Park's there. That's what I'm saying. Like, what are the iconic things
Well,
there?
Central Park is like what divides the West Side from the East Side. So I
like
just
Palm Avenue.
Yeah.
Highly a reference for my people from the hood.
Yeah, and it's huge, right?
That's cool.
And then the West Village is so cool to me. Like, it's just like the architecture. They have like cool farmers markets.
That's Soho? Is that where Soho's at?
Soho, I think, is below that.
Right below that. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. So,
I'm not sure. Is it? Is it?
West Village, I think so. Yeah, Soho's like in the West Village, like right.
Yeah.
and then Manhattan's not in this area? Manhattan's?
This is all Manhattan.
Oh, this is all of Manhattan.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
So it's like all of Miami, where you have downtown, South Beach, Midtown. You have Brickell.
But Manhattan's a borough. It's not one of the 5 boroughs.
It is.
Manhattan
is a borough. It's one of
Yeah,
the five.
yeah.
That's what I'm
It's
saying.
like
It is a borough. It's not like
Manhattan,
it's
Bronx,
not the
Queens,
all of it. Okay, yeah, it's one of the five boroughs. That's what I meant.
Brooklyn.
Yeah, sorry.
Brooklyn's super cool too.
Staten Island.
Cool.
Yeah.
And Staten Island's the fifth one. But
Queens.
Staten Island's off the
Queens,
whole
yeah.
reservation. Staten Island's its own thing, right? Crazy.
Bronx,
Great.
Queens, Brooklyn.
Do you have any favorite? Not. I guess. Well, the thing is, I was gonna say a mainstream restaurant in New York, but I can't even tell you those. What are like some
Oh my god, that's
places you
so-
gotta eat at?
Okay, so
BBQs.
What'd you just say? BBQs?
first of all, I love papaya hot dog.
Papaya hot dog. Okay.
They're like $2. I
That's
love
great.
them.
no
And
Diddy. We gotta try the hot dogs.
yeah, you know.
You don't gotta say no Diddy. You're a girl.
But yeah, no, and I love papaya. I love the halal guys.
Halal
in
guys.
Midtown.
Halal's. Oh wow.
That's the real one in Midtown by Radio City Music Hall, and yeah, that's dope. And I love,
Falafels.
and I like eating at the Mark Hotel. I'm kind of bougie.
The Mark Hotel.
Yeah.
Right here.
I ain't no Mark, but what's in the Mark Hotel? I'm interested.
It's just Jean Georges, a famous French chef that's so good.
Can you say that word again? That was
Jean
very,
Georges.
yeah, the way you first said it was very ASMR.
Oh, I love
Jean-Georges.
I love a good ASMR.
Say that one more time.
Jean Georges.
Okay, now say.
I do.
I love a good
you know. I love a good ASMR.
It's the ASMR episode.
Okay, because I make like little ASMR videos. I don't know if you've seen on my Instagram.
With the food, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, a lot. It really just looks like you're enjoying the food, but yeah, you be like, you get the mic close.
I do it so close. I don't know. So
It's good.
I'm a foodie. I love it.
Food's awesome. Food makes the world go round.
Right,
love
and
food.
different kinds of foods.
Yeah. What do you have? All right. You know when people have like death row and stuff, they have a death row meal.
Oh, you can't ask me that because I
just
love
did.
everything.
So you can get everything in your death row meal, but what can you
Shit.
think of and
Oh
include?
my God, you know
and also you can't eat it all in like once.
Do you know I just saw that show, My Last Meal, where like Gordon Ramsay's on it, and like they have all these celebrities where they're like, "What's your last meal?" Shit, I love a good hamburger.
So a nice hamburger. What do you like in your hamburger? Do you like are you like with the works with tomatoes, lettuce, onions? Are you
Mayo.
Just cheese? Mayo. Okay.
Okay, I love mayo on anything.
Mayo's good.
Ketchup.
I think mayo's very underrated. People give mayo
I
a lot
feel
of
like
hate.
mayo is the greatest condiment that was ever invented.
I think it gets bad PR because of like white people and shit like that. It's like well, man, white people mayonnaise. But the truth is, you need mayonnaise for tuna. You need mayonnaise for a good burger.
Everything,
for
egg
for a lot of good stuff
salad,
for,
you know.
about
But
salad.
egg salad.
Oh, egg salad.
I love a
yeah,
good
yeah.
egg salad. Yeah, it's solid. But I think like my favorite thing to eat is a good steak, a ribeye,
steak, a
cooked
ribeye.
medium rare,
Medium rare. Mm-hmm. Nice. And your side is
mashed potatoes.
mashed potatoes from Cheesecake Factory. Full
I don't know about there, but we'll do it. I
Okay.
actually make the best ribeye.
Really?
Yes.
How do you what apparatus are you using to cook it?
Cast iron
Cast iron. Nice.
with garlic, butter, thyme, and rosemary.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not too much, but it's good. That
Yeah.
gives it a nice good kick to it.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. And then any advice to how you prepare the steak?
You just gotta pat it dry, salt and pepper, and give it a hard sear on both sides.
Okay. We're still talking about steak, right?
Yeah.
All right. Cool. And how long? When did you first start cooking?
It's so weird because since I was little too, I always like cooking shows, and I'm like my guilty pleasure is watching food competitions. And I just like when I like something, I just want to know how to cook it. And I feel like when people say, "Oh, I can't cook," it's so easy. Just follow the instructions. It's the easiest thing. And like my first goal was to master a steak.
Master a steak.
Yes, because yeah. It's like I just wanted to make it like, you know, a lot of people don't know how to cook steak where they'll overdo it or
It always comes out a little off.
yeah, where like that was my goal was to master it.
So walk me through it. What changed the game for you, and how did you master the steak?
Okay,
exactly?
so when I mastered it, so I used the reverse sear method where you salt and pepper your steak and then you put it in the oven at a very low temperature and it cooks for maybe like 45 minutes, and this is what ensures an even temperature. And then as soon as it comes out, you put it on a piping hot cast iron and you sear it. And then you flip it, and then you add the butter, the garlic, the thyme, and that ensures like a good crust on both sides and an even cook in between.
Wow, that just made me so hungry, and I just ate.
Cooking with Liyah.
Cooking with Liyah, yes.
Cooking with Liyah, that's incredible. I'm starving now. That's,
Right, I want a
just
good
ate.
steak myself.
We're getting it's 1, 2, 3,
Right?
4 steaks after this. Okay, and then so. Wow, I'm just thinking about steak now.
Right? And ribeye is the best cut.
Ribeye is the favorite cut. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Do you like what do you like to drink with your steak? Are you like I like my red wine with steak type of girl?
I'm actually very basic. My favorite drink in the world is a Coca-Cola.
Nice. Okay. What's your ideal Coca-Cola? Do you like it out of the can? Do you like a glass bottle?
Oh my God, I love a glass bottle, but I will never do a 2-liter.
Okay. That's yeah. All right.
I don't like flat soda.
Yeah, and how do you feel about the Mexican Coca-Colas?
The best.
You like those?
The best, yeah.
Yeah. I think Illuminati's brainwashed me. I really like the corn syrup too. It's so the Mexican doesn't have it, but
Listen, when I take a sip of Coke, it's like crack.
yeah, it's something about it, like with the right food, with like a good
Oh
pizza,
my God, like
a good burger. Yeah.
A slice of pizza and Coke.
What's your favorite pizza?
Cheese pizza.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Basic, really. I
Yeah,
like that.
but I'm like a pizza and a Coke. Put a smile. Like that shit'll make the sun rise.
Hamburger and fries.
Same thing.
The Pepadillas was a hot dog place, right? In New York.
I said papaya.
Papayas. That's its name.
Papaya, yeah.
Papaya hot dogs.
It's iconic. It's been on Sex and the City, funny enough.
Oh, really?
It's been on a bunch of different TV shows. Yeah, and it's like the cheapest hot dogs, but they're like so fire.
And what's a popular pizza place in New York, or a good pizza place? That's not popular. On the contrary, your
Joe's
spot
Pizza.
Joe's Pizza.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a million Joes that make pizza.
But you know what? It's not only he's right.
There's like a whole.
There's so many like bomb spots that like I like a good. So listen, when I'm here, my go-to is Thick and Thin. It's in Boca Raton. I crave it when I'm at home. It's the best pizza I've ever had.
Thick and Thin. I gotta try.
I grew up eating it. It's so fire. Oh my God.
So so you grew up eating it, and then they've had it's a franchise, multiple spots, or just one
So
spot?
it was just one, and they recently expanded to Deerfield, but I mean, like, it's just the best.
Nice.
It's so good.
And what's your go-to there? Just cheese as well?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. I recently, over the years, I started liking Hawaiian pizza.
Oh, with the
Pineapple,
yeah.
Are you a pineapple just one pizza type of person?
That's a controversial topic, right?
That's why I just asked.
No, I mean, me personally, I'm not into it. I love pineapple on its own.
I feel like it's pineapple and other fruits. They're used creatively with certain dishes where like contrast, like either a spicy food or like it adds like a spicy kick to it. With the pizza, it just adds like that like
Sweetness?
a sweet kick to it. You know.
See, I'm a very savory girl. We talked about this. I don't like sweets.
Right, that's true. She doesn't like sweets. Only on like special occasions, and even that. That's
Even
crazy.
that.
So in your last meal, in your last meal ever, you're not eating any sweets?
Maybe a cupcake.
Maybe a cupcake.
Vanilla cupcake with vanilla icing.
With vanilla icing on it?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. White on white.
White on white.
Full circle moment. Bring out the mayonnaise.
Oh my
Crazy,
God.
crazy.
No, but like, I feel like chocolate's so rich. And it could be like a lot. You know what I mean?
Good word to use.
Yeah. There's sometimes se pasa, it's repongante is a word that I commonly use, and in Spanish it's just like it's overly rich, you know.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's I'm a big like white chocolate person, and I'm a big dark chocolate. I like dark chocolate because it kind of like cuts
dark
it.
chocolate's kind of bitter.
Really, you find it bitter? I find it sweet.
I feel at times it can be.
I guess I'm just a fat boy, and I like
You
it
know
all.
what I recently had that everyone talks about? And I finally just recently had it, and I had to like take a bite and give the other half to my friend. The Dubai chocolates, pistachio, and I was like, this is good.
I'm allergic to nuts.
Oh.
When God was making me, he was like, this guy, he's never gonna have to say no Diddy. Sorry. But yeah, anyways.
Listen, that's a serious allergy.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah, you gotta be careful.
When I was a young kid, my rest in peace, my uncle and my aunt, they took me to Colorado, and we were eating in some nice restaurant one time, and the waiter just casually tells me, yeah, you're allergic to nuts? That's so crazy. We just had a couple where the guy died last week. And then we're like, what? And they're like, yeah, because the girl got a peanut dessert, and they just started kissing, and
Oh my God.
he didn't even eat it because we told him it was a peanut allergy, but from kissing the person that ate it.
Oh yeah, that's a severe allergy.
Yeah, it gets worse as you get older. So I don't know. I gotta look into taking care of myself.
Yeah.
That'll be a crazy way to die. Imagine you're in heaven.
Oh my God, no, don't.
like,
God forbid.
What are you here for?
God forbid.
Dubai chocolates.
I had to have that Dubai chocolate. Or like a Ferrero Rocher. That's so fire too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so pets. Speaking of Instagram, how do you feel about pets? You have doggies? Right
Yes.
Yes.
My dog is my life.
I love it. What's your doggy's name?
Funny enough, London.
Love it. Okay, love it.
She's a diva. She runs a house. I mean, she does photo shoots once a month at her groomer's place. And yeah, she's the queen.
Doggies take up after their owners.
Oh
Scientifically
yeah,
proven.
she literally has my personality.
That's
Crazy
cool.
enough.
That's cool. And your best friend?
She's my best friend.
Yeah.
She's my angel. She's so sweet.
That's beautiful. Yeah, dogs.
She's pissed right now because I'm not there.
Oh my gosh, right? Because
Yeah, she gets very pissy when I'm not there. Yeah.
I could imagine.
She's a brat. It's my
Well,
girl.
Hey, she that's the emotional bond and connection that you build over time.
Yeah, I
That's
mean,
good.
I love dogs. I think I like them kind of more than people.
For
Don't
sure.
tell anyone.
No, for sure.
Do you have a dog?
Yeah, two. My
What kind?
kids. English bulldogs.
Oh my goodness. What's her name?
Well, this is Bella. I
my
forgot how to
gosh, so
change the
cute.
wallpaper. I typically have one with both of them, but you know how iPhones now they
It's
have
so
three
weird.
wallpapers.
Yeah.
I don't know how to change it, but yeah,
So Bella and
Bella and Bolt.
okay,
Yeah,
cool.
all bees, and we used to have Buster, my first, and he passed away on us. It's sad, but
It's the worst feeling.
it's the worst. But I recently I learned something that really changed my life and perspective on it, because the pain never goes away. You never get over it. But the truth is, our hearts have infinite capacity, infinite amounts of love, and there'll never be a Buster. But boy, there's a Bolt now, and I never imagined to have a Bolt. And Bella, she's my senior, and she's going through her problems now, and it's heartbreaking. And I know she's not gonna be here forever, but I know that one day there'll be other doggies.
They go over the rainbow bridge.
Yeah, and like we all do. But the truth is, you gotta just be realistic about that, and that just makes you appreciate the time with them more.
100%. I agree with that. Because
Yeah.
my first dog was Pebbles, and then we had amazing. Pebbles was a white chow that was like beautiful, and she was so rare. And then we had Roxy, a golden retriever, and then we had little Lumpy, a little Maltipoo, and I named her Lumpy. Yes, I did. And then I named her after a Disney character.
Right.
And then after she passed, like I wasn't sure that I was ready. And like you said, like we need to be aware, like they're not gonna live for a long time, but like while they're here with us, we have to give them the best time ever.
Yeah, one of my favorite quotes is like, they're only here for a part of our lives, but we're their whole life.
We're their whole life.
We're their whole
Every
life.
time I see that, I want to cry.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
So, and now I have little London, and I mean, I feel like she thinks that her being in our lives, she's doing us a favor.
Yeah, that's how Bella.
Like that's
for sure
what
how
I
Bella
have to say
feels.
about that. Yeah. So.
That's real.
But I
real.
mean, like animals, I'm a huge animal lover of all kinds.
Yeah, they're put on this world for a reason, And
I know.
It's crazy.
It's for healing and all types of purposes. They make the world go round.
Yeah, and on that note, you shared recently about something you've gone through with the something with an attack with a dog. Is that something we could talk about on here? Because I wanted to bring it up earlier in the conversation. We were talking about advocating for people. I felt that might have been a natural time to do it, but I feel like we were just talking. I feel like now we're a little bit more on a more comfortable page. But I know that's something real personal to you, and I could tell it's something you feel passionate about.
Yeah. Well, when I was younger, I was mauled by a 250-pound dog on my face and my head. and I had to have multiple reconstructive surgeries. I was in the ICU for months recovering, and it was a very traumatic event in my life. And to this day, I'm not afraid of dogs. As a result of that, I have suffered PTSD, and as well as, you know, at one point I was bullied for having scars on my face, and, you know, it's made me kind of who I am, and I'm proud of that. And as well as, like, you know, I'm just looking forward. You know what I'm saying? I'm always overcoming, and yeah.
That's beautiful, and that's a good perspective to have on it. Honestly, that's incredible to look at
Thank
it
you.
on that way. And it's crazy because you love dogs so much, and you have such a energy and passion for not just yours, but dogs in general. The show you animals, the show you have coming out is all about animals. So it's crazy how in a way the trauma and things we go through help us find who we are and who we're not. That's really powerful.
I think it was important for me as a child to go back home to my dog, and she was just always there for me and, like, let me know, like, no matter what, I never had to be afraid, right? And she just showed me the way, and that, you know, not every animal is going to do that to you. So that was really important for me.
Yeah. And you're blessed, you know, to have the perspective to look at it with that, and also have a good animal, you know, a lucky doggy, you know, a great doggy that, you know, came into your life and circle, because
I always say I was blessed to have them be their owners.
They choose us, you know. We've been lucky enough to. Both we got as a puppy, but Bella,
he's lucky to have
we adopt, yeah. Well, both.
I've only had all girls, so.
Yeah, that's beautiful. And then, hey, so I want to ask, is there a name for your next upcoming project that you'd like to do with Wendy Day? Is there an idea or a theme?
Not yet, but I think that we're going to just focus on, you know, all of the new records I just recently recorded, and, you know, so on and so forth.
Some of the stuff we're just listening to now before we recorded. Nice. Yeah. Okay. And do you have any, like, dream video ideas that you'd like to, you know, execute?
I always have an idea and a visual, right? But it usually comes to me, like, right when I'm in that moment. And I just feel like, I don't know what it is about me. I just love being in the big city and shooting, like, guerrilla shooting.
Okay, so, like, getting, like, the lively city, the you know, the actual buildings,
the action,
angles,
yeah,
real life stuff. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Like the fast pace. There's
a lot of life in that, and you like to capture that.
Yeah,
that's cool. And then, do you have anybody in the industry you'd like to work with? You've already worked and bumped shoulders with so many people. We have this segment called Shoot Your Shot.
I would love to work with Chris Brown.
Nice, Chris Brown. I'll send him a DM. It can't be on Twitter because
Please,
he has me blocked. I don't know why he has me blocked. It's like high school. My conspiracy theory is over some girl maybe I hooked up with in high school.
Oh my god!
I don't know. Yeah, it's weird. To this day, he has me blocked, but I'll send him a DM on IG.
I really respect what he did in Africa.
Yeah, the concerts, right?
Oh my god, incredible, and like how he was able to sell that out, and the show that he put on was
crazy.
So yeah, reach out to him for me.
Gotcha. Chris, if you're listening, we know you are. And then every episode crazy. We end with a draft. It's a game we play where we pick the best or the worst of a topic. And this episode's been very animal themed. So we could do one of two things. We could either A, draft our 3 favorite animals, our favorite type of animals, or we could go even deeper and specify doggies for favorite doggy breeds.
I'm good with the animals.
All right, let's do animals. So the guest always goes first. What's your number 1 draft pick for an animal?
A dog.
A dog. That's a great pick. Jesus, how do you not pick that?
Okay.
Yeah, that's awesome.
What about you?
That was a good pick. I'm gonna say, you know what?
It would have been his first pick too.
Okay, so we can't do the same one.
No, that's what's fun about it, right? Yeah. So, you know what? I'm going to show love to the tiger, the real king of the jungle, because lions don't even live in the jungle. They live in safaris. So shout out to the tiger.
And then
I am
I'm
the
next.
tiger.
So like my ultimate goal is to own a shit ton of alpacas.
Oh my God, alpacas.
I literally, that's my dream.
Alpaca's also a llama, right? They're both one and the same.
It's like a.
Or they're cousins.
like
They're
a-
like, is it like a donkey and a
It's
horse?
like kind of like
So it's
that.
not the same. Yeah, that's kind of different then. So then my
It's like a hybrid.
so it's a mix.
It's like a hybrid of like I think like I don't know what. Don't quote me.
Oh,
but
it's like a liger. Liger?
yes, kinda.
Liger, right?
Oh my God, they're so cute.
Search, is an alpaca a llama? Is an alpaca a llama? I'm asking Apex GPT.
No, I think like
Drop a picture of my dad like a robot right here.
But not that same picture. Why are you doing
What do you mean? What picture? No, it's a robot picture. I just said. Is it? I love how my dad, instead of just searching Google, he finds me an image that's an
What is
alpaca
it?
and a llama next to it.
should I Google it?
No, it's okay.
So you see the difference.
So they're not the same.
No.
Yeah, it's
Okay, let's look up.
oh,
what
alpacas are cute though. Look at the difference.
That's
though.
what I'm saying.
They're
Alpacas like and they have
bite-sized.
those like big teeth and they chew funny. It's just my favorite thing.
Yeah, they're like bite sized. That's funny.
Llamas are huge.
So my second pick.
I almost got spit on by a llama once.
Oh, they spit too. They're like the dinosaur
Yeah.
from Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
The spitting
I was like
dinosaur.
smothering a llama.
Velociraptor.
Yeah.
I don't think they'll spit. The velociraptors don't have the. You know what I'm
No,
talking
yeah, I almost got spit on by a llama once. So
That's
thank God I
crazy.
dodged it. I'm just
Oh my
kidding.
God, you did the
no,
Matrix?
no, I didn't dodge it. No, the guy was like, "Listen, you're smothering
Liyah
her. She's
doing the
gonna
Matrix.
spit." And I was like, "Okay, let me get away." Okay,
Like you.
yeah. So what's your
Wow.
number two?
I'm gonna say, is it a liger? That's what Napoleon Dynamite references.
Oh my God, I love Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah, what's the animal? It's a zebra and a lion together, right? A liger. It's we gotta search this up.
I
Jamie,
have
pull
to
it up.
look it up. A liger. Hold on.
Jamie's tired of this. Jamie's like, yo, you and Joe. Joe doesn't even make me do this.
Hold on.
What is it?
It's a hybrid cat. A liger is a.
Yeah, search Napoleon Dynamite tiger.
It's a lion and a tiger.
It is that though. It's
Yeah.
a liger. That's my second pick. A liger. It's a lion and a tiger
Alright,
together.
so
That's crazy. I went from
my-
tiger to liger.
My third pick is a lion because I believe that we could all own lions from cubs and raise them, and they'd be totally normal with us.
That's crazy. What's Tiger King? I was thinking of Tiger King. Tiger King.
No, but if you have to watch Christian the Lion.
Man, free Joe Exotic, man. No, don't free Joe Exotic. He's terrible. He killed the lion.
No,
he
but
killed the
if
tiger.
you watch Christian the
Fuck Joe
Lion,
Exotic.
it's a
Sorry.
story on YouTube where like they raise this little cub and they set him free in his pride, and they go back and he's like hugging them and standing on them. So like I believe a lion.
Christian lion?
Christian the Lion.
Christian the lion.
Yeah.
Is he Christian or Catholic?
I don't know. He's African now. He's African.
What's the number one religion in Africa? Do they have like an overall religion?
I don't know. I'm gonna tell you.
We're gonna drop it right here. And my third pick's gonna be octopus. Have you ever seen? There's a great documentary called My Teacher the Octopus. Life changing.
Okay, did you watch The Boys?
The TV show. Oh man, yeah.
With the octopus?
The Deep is a crazy motherfucker.
The Deep,
The
right.
freak. They should call him the freak.
I know. And you know where I love The Deep? He was on Gossip Girl.
Yeah, he's an OG actor.
Another one of
Yeah.
my favorite shows.
The Boys is a legendary show. I gotta see Gossip
So,
Girl.
yeah.
I gotta catch up on all these female shows. This is crazy.
I mean, I don't know that you'd like it right now, but
It's good. I feel like it's good education. I just gotta get a girlfriend and then you know,
Yeah,
be like, hey,
yeah.
babe, put this on. Good
Okay.
information.
All
Man,
right.
what's your third pick? Did
I
we say
told
third
you.
pick? Oh wait,
It's a lion.
I'm sorry, lion.
And
that
yours
was
is
your
an
second.
octopus.
And that was. Oh, I just wanted to do 4 picks today.
Okay, do it.
No, it's okay. We gotta do the message.
I'm actually not down to pick a fork.
Well, you heard it here first.
That's a good way to shut him down.
Exactly. Stop. Official Heir.
Okay.
Stop it. You go too crazy. And then we end every episode with a message to the people. We've had a lot of great messages so far. Definitely follow her. Check her out once again down here. But what's one message you'd like to leave off?
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for letting us have you.
Of course. And, you know, just keep posted. Liyah London, and there's so much to come this year. So keep watching.
And keep rocking in the free world. We'll see you next week. Peace.
Have a good one.
I don't trust myself after all the pain I've held. I know myself too well, been in and